Hey folks, this is my third playtest of Escape from Scrapland. Well, I've playtested many times before. But this is the third playtest on that I'm recording for YouTube in Tabletop Simulator. So I have lost the first two. Let's hope that we don't do that again. Um, so here we go. All right, close your eyes. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Tetanus worms is our first thing. That's a pretty good first starting hand. And then friendly can of lube and minor ductwork. I probably want to avoid that minor ductwork in the first round. Um, because I don't want duct tape too early. I want to spend my fabric on a tote bag. Ooh, but I get the ugly sweater ghost as well. Nice. Okay, so then. Bolt rats. What can I do with bolt rats? I think I can think of something. So the one question that I have. No, I don't have a question about this. So I wouldn't. I might normally want to get the whacking plank, but I can't carry it. I mean, if I did, I'd have to ditch other things, and I don't want to ditch other things. That's too important. The other thing is that I'm about to get a tote bag, and so I want to spend my fabric. So I don't want to spend my one fabric on that. So I want to boost my attack. And really, like, what's great about getting an attack early on is that it's like capacity that you don't have to carry. Like it's something that improves your stat, but you don't have to carry it, which is awesome. All right, so now I have no oil, and so now I'm going to spend 3 to get a tote bag, and I'm going to carry it with the leftover cube, and I even have a leftover cube over here. So we're in a little bit of a precarious position, as I learned from last time, because I don't actually have a lot of resources, and I have a lot of resources invested in tools. But that's okay. Now, what's interesting is that I could actually keep going with this, and I could get a strong magnet and just go. Oh, but I have a tote bag. And I could just automatically defeat the. Oh, and the oil nymph is awesome. Yes, yes, absolutely. Let's do this. So we have a tote bag, and I'm going to defeat the bolt rats, which means that I'm going to automatically defeat the bolt rats. This doesn't happen very often, so I'm gonna go this route and see how this goes. So I'm gonna do 3 metal. So I'm gonna attack them, so I automatically win, which means, and then I'm gonna use my tote bag. So you can do that. So you can use it after you have one, because like I killed the bolt rats. Now I need to collect all my stuff and go on to the next encounter. So I'm gonna use my tote bag and get an extra thing. So I have plenty of cubes here, and then I get an oil out of this, and I get 5 out of that. So I can just do that. That's one thing that's nice about the math. You don't actually have to translate them into numbers. You can just say add 5. Okay, cube. All right, so bolt rats have been defeated. Okay. And then I'll flip that over once I get to it, because that's a tabletop simulator quirk. Okay, close your eye. Bump the rounds. Close your eyes. Okay. Rusted out toolbox. And bolt rats are not going to be bolt rats. They're going to be an oil nymph, which is awesome because you can basically translate 1 duct tape to oil and get a fireball. So that's cool. And automatically defeat her with the fireball, which means you get lots of oil. Pretty awesome. I've got a good attack here. I could get another carry. I feel like, though, because I have a lot of metal, I should translate that into fabric so that I can get a tote bag. Another tote bag. Yay, tote bags. I could go down the road of... And then at that point I have tetanus worms. I think that'll be okay. Yeah. So I'll use the rusted out toolbox to smooth out my resources. And so rusted out toolbox. So I have 5, 4. So I have 9. So I want to get at least 3 fabric, so I need to spend 4. So 5 goes down to 1. So I get 3 fabric. That'll give you enough for a tote bag. But then I can also do other trades, because this is all colons. I need an oil down there, but it would be nice to have another oil. So I could do 4 for 2. Yeah, so right now I have 5 oil, or 5 metal. And so I could do 4 for 2. Yeah, do I want to go down to one metal? I don't know about that. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep it the way it is. So I'm just gonna do the trade for that. So that's enough for the rusted out toolbox. Ugly sweater ghost. I'm gonna purchase a tote bag, which also means I get to carry the tote bag, which is cool. And tetanus worms. I can I'm going to boost my attack again for oil. There we go. Excellent. All right. Okay, instead of doing my closing eyes shuffle, I'm just going to shuffle one time. Ready? Boom. Rusted out toolbox. Okay. Got him again. This time it actually is, I think it's with an attack of 2 and full hit points at 10, or original hit points at 10. I think it's actually now worth it to attack the rusted out toolbox and get that +1 carry. I think it's okay. Oh, Bolt Rats flips over to Oil Nymph because we've defeated that. So I think I'll be attacking the rusted out toolbox. I could trade my way past him. So it depends on what's after him. So tetanus worms I could attack if I had oil. I could get an attack if I had oil. On the back of tetanus worms is the tap spider, which I don't know. That doesn't seem like a good deal right now. Friendly can of lube turns into the petulant TIG welder, which also boosts my attack, which is not nearly as important anymore. So it's probably better to be friendly to the friendly can of lube. I could, if I defeat the rusted out toolbox, I can't trade my way to get a fireball, but if I defeat him, I could get a fireball. And fireballs are awesome. They didn't help me in the last game, but I got myself into a bad situation. So let's go the northern route here, and let's defeat the rusted out toolbox. So he has a hit points of 10. He's gonna attack me for 3, and here we go. Ready, set, go. 2, which means I hit him for 4, so he goes down to 6. Go down to 7 here. And we do again. Ready, set, go. 6 crit, which means he's actually at 6. So even if I don't even need it, because 6 + 2 is 8, he's done. So that's great. He only took me out. He only hit me 1 time. And so that means that I get. I'm gonna need my tote bag to use my tote bags. I'm gonna use my tote bag, so I'm gonna use it, which means I get an extra cube. So I up to 5 cubes, 5 carries, which is great. I could theoretically live on this if I did no tools and just all resources. I might need, and then he's gonna give me 1 more carry because I use my tote bag. Yeah, so I'm good on carries for the rest of the game because I got 1 from the rusted out toolbox. Cool. So 5 to 4 is going to bring me up to 9 for fabric, and 2 oil. And actually, you know what? I actually don't need to use. I didn't need to use my tote bag. I'm going to hold on to my tote bag because I didn't need to actually use it. So I still have 2 more carries coming. That's great. All right, so rust out toolbox is defeated. Okay. And then friendly can of lube is we wanted to purchase a fireball. That's right. So that we do have to use the tote bag. So purchase a fireball. And then tetanus worms. I think just boost our attack 1 more time. Why not? We are in good shape, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to shuffle 1 time. Minor ductwork. Flip over bolt rats. Flip over rust out toolbox. Ooh, that's a difficult. That is a difficult route down below. Oh, but that oil nymph is so awesome in so many ways. Okay, so I can gain a duct tape. That's actually probably my best bet with the minor ductwork. I could attack him. The minor ductwork brings me to the major ductwork, which means that you really then they're just more likely to get bandages. I actually kind of like that because that gives me more oil, which means that I could get another fireball. Having two, I've never had a game where I've had 2 fireballs, but why not? But I could get duct tape and then purchase one from the socket wrench puppy. I like that. Let's do that. So flip those over. We don't need those. So I'm going to get a duct tape. So I'm going to spend 3 fabric for 1 duct tape to get 1 duct tape. That's what the ductwork lets me do. I'm going to, not the best deal. I wish I could get 2 duct tape for 4 fabric, but whatever. I can't do that. And then friendly can of lube. I'm going to purchase another fireball. No, I can't. I didn't think this through. I can't purchase bandages. Didn't really think that through. Well, okay, so I have lots of metal. So I'm going to spend metal to get oil, and then for the oil, I'm going to replenish my hit points. That's probably what I need to do, too. Whew, I'm glad that worked out, because I did not think that through. So we're at 9, so we're going to bring ourselves down to 6 to get 2 oil. And do we want to do that again? Yeah, maybe we want to do that again. So down to 3 metal to 4 oil. Yeah, let's bring that down again. That way it keeps us with something. Socket wrench puppy is going to, I'm going to spend now 3 oil for 10 hit points. That's the best deal. Good chunk. We're good. All right, we're getting down to it. So basically, since we have a really good attack, and we have a fireball, and our hit points are good, at this point, what we're really looking for is, I think we're just looking for Zeppelin materials. So we're looking to defeat something that basically gives us the Zeppelin. In particular, I think 6 fabric. So we need 8 metal, 6 fabric, 4 oil, 3 duct tape. So we're going to need some duct tape. We're going to need a way to get duct tape. We're going to need a way to attack people. We're going to need to attack a big creature. Or, yeah, probably a big creature. Yeah. All right. Ready, set, go. Oh, socket wrench puppy again. And so I could... So I have already attacked the rust out toolbox. I've already attacked the bolt rats. Socket wrench puppy, I could get more hit points. I don't have any fabric. I could also just attack him. That gives me the Jack-Wraith, and the Jack-Wraith screwed me over last time because he's a freaking 4 attack. And that is devastating. So I'm going to hold on to the socket wrench puppy, and I'm not going to attack him. And I'm going to restore hit points. That's all I can do. Spend my last oil to restore hit points. So regardless of whatever's over here, I think that's just the only thing that I can do. So 3 more hit points. So that brings me up to 20. Yeah, 20 hit points. I think we can all agree that we can just start attacking things. 2 duct tape for disassembling a tool. That's tempting. But I can't get duct tape from the minor ductwork because I don't have fabric. Unless I attack the minor ductwork, in which case, yeah. Let's attack the minor ductwork, and we'll get some stuff out of that. So now we're going to attack the minor ductwork. He has 14 hit points to attack. So let's get right into it. Oh, look, I rolled a 6. No, I'm just kidding. 3 plus 3, so that's 6. So that takes him down to 8. And then he hits me for 2. 2, which means I actually hit him for 5, so it goes down to 3. Hits me for another 2. I'm not going to spend my fireball. I want to save my fireball for either the crane or my final attack, depending on if it goes south. Or if this attack goes south, I'll use my fireball. 5. Took him out. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. So that means I've got 3, so I go up to 6. I get 3 fabric, and I get 1 oil. Excellent. So that's going to be major ductwork. So let's make sure we record that. And oil nymph. So what am I going to do with oil nymph? Well, I could get more duct tape. I could get 1 more duct tape. I could purchase another fireball, which I really like. So I am going to need an extra cube here to carry 8 metal, unless I just attack and don't use it. 2 fireballs would be awesome, though. Let's go to 2 fireballs. Okay, bumping it down to 2. And 1 shuffle. Bolt rats again. So bolt rats, but that's really oil nymph, socket wrench puppy, ugly sweater ghost, friendly can of lube, rust out toolbox, but really the crusher. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Well, I need duct tape, but I don't have any oil. I could attack the oil nymph and use my fireball and get 5 oil. I could attack the oil nymph, not ditch my fireball, and just spend some hit points. I think the amount of hit points, I could actually look up the probabilities of this, but I think I could, I think it's better in this situation to hold on to my fireballs and attack the oil nymph, because I have so many hit points. I have 16 hit points. That's actually a lot. So I'm going to go with attacking the oil nymph. And so he has 13 hit points. And if I need to bail, if I whiff maybe 2 times in a row or something like that, I can just fireball him into oblivion, because I could just ditch my fireball to kill him. Ready, set, go. 4. That's weird. 4 plus 3. So that's 7. So that brings us down to 6. He hits me for 3, so down to 13. That's fine. Crit. But I don't even need it. So, boom. Done. He is a done deal. Oil nymph. So now I get 5 oil. And the oil nymph is, like, gone. I don't even need to put it on the creatures defeated list, because he's gone from the deck. Next. So I need to get a couple of metal. I need to get some fabric. I need to get some duct tape. So, what's the best way to get duct tape? I could go to the crusher, disassemble, or I could just attack the crusher, but I don't want to do that. I don't even want to go near the crusher. I think it might be better to go socket wrench puppy and restore some hit points. Because I only need 4 oil, so I could just go to the socket wrench puppy, get some more hit points. I like that. And then deal with the ugly sweater ghost. So socket wrench puppy is I spend 1 oil, so now I still have enough to build my Zeppelin, but I build up my hit points by 3 more, so 6. And then 16. So he's done. And then ugly sweater ghost, I just attack him. I mean, I could do 2 metal for 3 fabric just to get past him. That's actually a really good deal. That's a good deal. 2 metal for 3 fabric. Okay, so 6 down to 4, and then 3, so I get up to 5. All right, let's do that. Let's get past him. Bump it down. We're getting down to it. Getting down to it. All right. Ready, set, shuffle. Minor ductwork. Excellent. So now that I'm so glad that we have some fabric now, because now we can get our duct tape. So now we need 3 duct tape. So let's spend the 4 fabric. So go down to 1, get the 3 duct tape. Boom, minor ductwork. We've handled that. So now we just need to get metal and fabric. So we could attack the ugly sweater ghost. We could trade more metal into fabric and then just get metal. Yeah, I don't know that we're going to be able to do it this round. The only way to get fabric is the ugly sweater ghost, which is still a really good deal. So let's do this. Let's trade 2 of our... Well, if we do all of our metal, we get all the fabric that we need, and then we just need to attack somebody who has metal, which basically most of the creatures have metal. I think that's a good gamble. So if we attack the ugly sweater ghost, now we have... or no, we don't attack the ugly sweater ghost. We trade with him. So we give him all the metal we have, so that's 4 metal. And so then we gain 6 fabric, so that brings us up to 7. So we get rid of these other guys. We've handled the ugly sweater ghost. And now, socket wrench puppy, we could attack. We could get bandages. I think at this point we can attack because we actually have plenty to... I'm not afraid of the jacket wraith if we hit him next time. So, socket wrench puppy, let's attack him. Let's fight him respectfully. Ready, set, go. Yeah, crit, and we don't even need it. So yeah, that was awesome. So we gain 2 metal out of that, and we gain an oil out of that. Flip it over. Well, okay, we're gonna flip it over. Put it there. Socket wrench puppy. All right, last round. We're cutting it close. Actually, in other versions, I am okay with going one more round just to see how well we did. We've been playing really well. And so now we shuffle 1 time. Ugly sweater ghost, which we have not defeated yet. Socket wrench puppy, tetanus worms, rusted out toolbox, friendly can of lube. So this round, what we need to do is we need to get 8 metal, one way or another. So, I mean, we could get more fabric. Oh, but rusted out toolbox is not the rusted out toolbox. It's the crusher. So we just need to defeat the crusher, is what this comes down to, I think. Fortunately, we have a fireball. Otherwise, I mean, we could do ugly sweater ghost, tetanus worm, not socket wrench puppy, jacket wraith. Yeesh. Yeah, that's ugly. So if we need to get 8 metal, we gotta get past the ugly sweater ghost. And really, we can just get past him by just trading in our metal for more fabric, 10. And then we attack the crusher. So I'm curious what the probabilities are for that, but we'll see how we go. And so my probabilities, the ones that you're seeing up on screen, if I put them in the edit, is not including using like a fireball and stuff like that. So I'll probably try to put up progressive probabilities or something like that. All right, so the crusher. Unfortunately, I don't have the strong magnet, so he is at his full 20 hit point for attack glory. He's actually like a boss before a boss. He's a mini boss. Stinks that I gotta do this, but I gotta do it this way. But it's the only way to do it. So let's do it. I mean, I'm doing all right for myself. So let's roll. 2. So I actually hit him for 5. So 15. He hits me for 4. So that brings me down to 12. That's not going to be good for the... Now, if I get him below 10, I could just fireball. But honestly, actually, for that, I would actually hold on to it for the crusher, and I'll show you why. 4. And so 4 is 7. So that brings from 15 down to 8. Awesome. And then he hits me for another 4. So I could fireball him all the way down now. I'm still going to save it for the crane. I'm just going to keep it exciting. I'm going to save it for the crane. I'll show you why. Well, it's because the crane goes from 3 attack to 5 attack when you go down to 12. So basically, if I just get down to like 13 or something, I could just fireball all the way down. So, yeah. So I'm still going to have him hit me. So I'm going to go down to 8. So from 12 down to 8. And then we're going to roll. Crit. Which actually I don't even need to take the crit. That's like the second or third time that I've had to. I don't need where I roll a crit and I don't need the crit, so I just take the 6, and he's done. All right, so that means that we got everything we need. We have 8. We have our 8 metal. We have plenty of fabric. We have our 4 oil, even from him, and then we have our duct tape. So we are good. And really, there's no reason to carry on our stuff there. In campaign mode, you would actually figure out what you have and still keep it for the next round. But this one, we're not going to do that. So we actually have 2 fireballs. Now now we head over to the crane, and we have 2 fireballs. So I'm just going to put the 2 fireballs here. Actually, on the crane, one thing I've realized is that on the crane fight, if you have bandages, if you have fireballs, those matter. So I need to put something on the crane card to show that. But okay, and then I'll put his attack. His hit points are currently above 12, so there's that. There was no time left, so it's 26. So 26. And so we have 8. So our chances are not great right now. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight for sure. Makes me wonder if there was one more round. If I had played it a little differently, we would have been in better shape. But okay, ready, set, go. Crit, yes. So I could keep it and hit him for 9. So 9 would bring him down to 17. No. But then if I roll a 5, that brings him down to 12, then I could fireball farther down. Okay, interesting. I'm going to hope that I roll like a 2 or 3 or 4. I think that would be ideal. So let's keep going. 3. That's perfect. So 6 plus 9 was the crit, and then my attack is 12. So I hit him for 12, which means that 26 minus 12, math is hard when you are on there. So subtract that. So now he's at 14. That's perfect, because now since he's at 14, his attack is only 3, so my attack only goes down to 5 instead of going down to 3. So I actually have potentially 2 more. Now at this point, if I miss, it's okay, because I haven't angered him yet, and I'll still be okay. I still have my 2 fireballs. So basically, I think I need to just roll. I don't know what the probabilities are, but let's just go. Okay, so I missed. Yeesh. So then he hits me for 3, so I go down to 2. So this is what it all comes down to. Oh, man. It all comes down to this die roll. Okay, so I am going to... Well, it doesn't matter, so let's just fireball. Boom, boom. So now he has... That's 10, so I just remove that. So now he has a 4. And my attack is 3. So basically don't roll a 1. If I roll a 2, it would be 5. I'd be able to take him out. Don't roll a 1. Yay! Alright, that was awesome. And look at that! 29 minutes. Perfect. That is the perfect amount of time to defeat this game. That is exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah, I mean, there was luck involved. It was close. That's exactly what I'm looking for. We'll take a look at how big of a risks that I had to take to be able to get to this point. But I think the biggest thing that helped me is that I was able to boost my attack early on. And so I was able to fight 4 creatures and have relative luck. And I was able to fight 4 creatures, and I got opportunities to restore my hit points. That really helped too. So, awesome. Yay, I won. I like winning. Winning is fun. So is losing. But winning is funner. All right, have a good day.